Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. And today, Chris, we're taking a cheeky look at a few exchanges here that are standing firm with XRP. So let's get into this. It's going to be an interesting one. Hopefully you'll enjoy the video. If you do, definitely do go ahead and smash that like button. Chris really appreciates it, as do I. And if you're new to the channel and have not yet subscribed, do go ahead and subscribe to the channel. By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Right, Chris, shall we jump on over to the desktop, see what's going on, yeah, let's applaud these exchanges for holding firm.
Yeah, let's do it, Nick.
Fantastic. So on Twitter here, we came across this beauty of a tweet from Bittrex Global. Please note that Bittrex Global has no plans to delist XRP and will maintain all XRP markets. That's Bitcoin to XRP, USD to XRP, USDT to XRP, Ethereum to XRP, and Euro to XRP. And it was really interesting. It's refreshing to see someone take such a stance against, or not against, but for XRP in this case, and Ripple. What's your thoughts on this, Chris?
Yeah, this is the sort of thing that I've wanted to see, right? Because you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, right? And we've only heard one side of the story. And I get all the panic and the hysteria and everybody wanting to distance themselves, but we haven't heard both sides of the story yet. So I kind of feel let down by some of the exchanges that have decided to take drastic action, like delisting it for US customers. It doesn't really impact us here in the UK because it's not deemed a security, but it has impacted the investment that we had, seeing tens of thousands of pounds sterling, just disappear off of our ledgers. So in that way, it does impact us. And this is a time for, in my opinion, backing a company that have been quite transparent and forthcoming in trying to get the clarity around regulations, which I think would be fantastic for all of the projects within the crypto space, not just Ripple and XRP.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you there. They do a lot for the crypto space. They push for regulations because they need it, but there's a whole host of other projects that have uncertainty in this area. So they've been doing stellar work, in my opinion, no pun intended there. To get that kind of clarity and to work with authorities in such a manner. And this is a bit of a slap in the face to see the kind of reactions from some of their partners and business partners or other kind of integrated users or investment areas, and even people like Coinbase stopping and halting the trading. It's not really a very nice thing to be doing. You want to be banded together in scenarios like this. But it's fantastic that Bittrex Global have come out and said that they're not going to delist it and they're going to maintain all the markets. That's really good to see. And there's some comments here. I like it. First, Uphold, now Bittrex, and we'll get into Uphold in a moment as well. And then someone else here. So I should get verified on Bittrex and start buying there, ? Which is easier to manage and function, Bittrex or Uphold? And that's the question, isn't it? How many more accounts will these places start to get on the back of supporting XRP, because ultimately people are going to go to wherever it's going to be friendly. So yeah, it's really interesting. Let's get into Uphold as well. So these are the tweets, right? There's a series of 8 tweets here from Uphold, and it reads, Uphold hopes that due process resolution to the SEC Ripple dispute can both set the goalposts for token offerings going forward, as well as clear the fog bank of uncertainty that now presumably settles over the Stellars and Filecoins of the world, if not Ether itself, right? So Ethereum apparently is okay, but it shouldn't be if you really look at it. So can something be born a security and metamorphosize into something else? How is this invoking billion-dollar losses for innocent third parties? As an ex-commissioner of the SEC recently put it in an interesting protecting consumers, right? So really interesting. Moving on, we have, I think these are all in different orders actually, which is pretty difficult. Actually, I've missed a couple. Let's just pull that up and see the whole thread. There we go. So the SEC is a lion in the service of protecting consumers and stopping bad actors, but the Ripple complaint presents various conundrums. What if punishing the actions of a couple of parties not only directly harms XRP holders, most of whom probably assumed tactic approval after 7 years of inaction, right? But also threatens to harm participants in similar projects, as well as virtually assured that the US will not be home to Silicon Valley 2 by rights or the US is to own, right? So can something be born a security and metamorphosed into something else? How is this invoking billion-dollar losses for innocent third parties, as an ex-commissioner of the SEC recently put it, in the interest of protecting customers, right, consumers. So we work in the most exciting industry of our day. This truly is the second coming of the internet. As with all human activity, there are the well-intentioned, the criminal, and the crazy, but most importantly, there are the innovators, the agents of all human progress. And perhaps the innovator in question poked the lion and got swatted. And that's an interesting way of putting it, right? But now we have to see whether the lion gets up and finishes the job, or returns its attention to more likely and deserving next meals. It's this next action that holds the promise of providing. Right, so the clarity we're all hoping for. Meanwhile, we're tiptoe in the frog, right? We'll tiptoe in the fog, listening to the party happening in the panda enclosure, and the amusingly bitchy scandal board of some of our colleagues. So Uphold, and this is the part that's really interesting, Uphold will continue to list XRP until and unless the complaint is adjudicated against Ripple, specifically citing that XRP is today a security or trading volume dissipates to a point where we can no longer support it. So, actually that's 8-part thread from Uphold here. And actually it's very, very good. And it's fantastic to see, a couple of really strong players in this space actually, taking a stand and saying, nothing, these are allegations that are unproven. And, until we know more, we are not delisting XRP unless absolutely we have to. So it's fantastic to see, Chris.
Yeah, and I guess a question for me is it an admission of guilt delisting, say, XRP because it could potentially be a security? Because you've been flogging it to retail investors. So for me, like, this has always been about show support until you shouldn't show support. And what I mean by that is, you're proven innocent. Well, you're either proven innocent or you're proven guilty. But until that point has happened and you've heard both sides of the story, I would be looking to support an innovator in the space myself.
Absolutely. So let's have a look at the XRP to USD chart. Obviously, it's not the best looking chart we've ever seen, is it, Chris? Lots of red. We obviously broke through the, I think that's the 20.7, I think that is. Level, right? And we're currently actually no, it's the 22 cent level, and we're currently trading at 20.7 there. If I get my eyes checked, but yeah, basically that's the level that we're currently at. Obviously, the next level of support is at 16.8 cents, approximately in that zone. We got pretty close to it yesterday. That was, or a couple of days ago, the 29th of December there, where we had a low of 17.6, so pretty close to that 16.8 level. We're struggling to push through the 22 cent level, lots of selling pressure. MACD is indicating as such as well. RSI is not looking good and definitely oversold here on the Stochastic as well. So it's all looking like a bearish chart, as you would expect considering everything that is happening. It's rather unfortunate. We were doing so well earlier on, right? And this news was poorly timed for disaster there. So yeah, definitely a horrible looking chart at the moment. But as I say, there's opportunities if you are able to do so. For myself, I think if we go into breach 16.8 and we get lower than that level, I will definitely be getting back into the market in this zone here. I feel that dropping below 10 cents is highly unlikely. But even so, if it does, I will continue buying this thing. I am not scared in the slightest. This kind of stuff doesn't bother me. It's a fantastic opportunity for myself to get a bigger position on XRP, because ultimately when this thing does blow over, which it will, XRP will be bouncing back. The only thing that's really damaged here is the bull cycle. It's now deviated from the market trends that we were seeing. Will we see a completely different thing emerging going forward? Most likely, but it's an exciting time if you're willing to accept those opportunities in front of you, as I am. And I think you're of the same mind, Chris.
Yeah, like for me, XRP, the fundamentals of XRP have not changed. The use case has not changed. Yeah, like for me, you've got Flare come in and everything that's gonna bring. Yeah, like on the face of it, nothing's really changed, particularly from a UK standpoint and Europe and various other places, Japan, across the world. This is a US issue, and for me, yeah, majorly overhyped. There's always been an agenda against Ripple. You look at what's going on with Tether.
Yeah,
I don't see or hear anybody talking about delisting Tether, even though it's 100 or 1,000 times
it's
more,
bad. It's bad.
Worse than what's going on with Ripple. But yet the talk is all about Ripple, and for me, fundamentally, nothing's really changed. I expect it to be the same as what we've seen in our video from earlier yesterday that we did on the banks. These things come, they happen, they blow over, and business continues pretty much as normal. Now, if it's a security, maybe things will change slightly, but we already know that it's not a security. So yeah, interesting times ahead. I'm confident. Maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe people are going to call me crazy, but I'm used to that. My position in XRP has only increased. It hasn't decreased.
Absolutely. Mine hasn't increased, but it definitely hasn't decreased either. I'm waiting to see if we can get lower than that level. I've already got an incredibly healthy bag of XRP, but if it breaches that 16.8, I'm just going to make it an ridiculously large bag of XRP. So yeah, fantastic opportunities if you're willing to accept that. For now, the pain is there. We felt it. We've seen tens of thousands of pounds wiped out of our ledger devices, and it hurts to look at it like that. But again, my position hasn't changed. Long-term investor, quite happy to hold this thing for X amount of years, more if I need to. And this is just another opportunity to acquire more XRP, a big fire sale, if you will. So guys, if you found this useful and informative and a little bit reassuring, do go ahead and smash that like button for Chris. He really appreciates it, as do I. And if you're new to the channel, do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And with all that said, we hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you all in the next one.
Take care.